These are the top 5 biggest mistakes that traders use when using Manara. If you can avoid making these mistakes, then you can use Manara to become a profitable trader. But before we jump into that, head over to tradingmarvels.com where you can learn more about Manara and find a link there to get Manara and start using it today. So let's jump into the number 1 mistake that people make. Number 1 on my list is selecting every single currency pair available. When you open Manara, every single pair is going to be selected. So you're going to have to go into the settings and you're going to have to turn everything off, unselect every single trading pair, then choose your top 3 trading pairs. I personally like using Euro USD, USD CAD and gold. Those are the 3 that I like to trade, and I've got those selected. Why? Because every single currency pair tends to move differently, and I've learned how these pairs move and how Manara chooses how Manara reacts basically to those kind of pairs in different market conditions. So if you choose just maybe 1, 2 or 3 pairs, you get to learn how they move. So yeah, unselect everything, select your top 3 and just concentrate on those 3 pairs. And number 2 on my list is very similar to number 1, and this is when you open Manara, every single trading pattern is selected. Now you need to unselect every single trading pattern and just select just maybe 3 or 4 different patterns. Now I'm going to tell you the patterns that I like to trade. I like to trade the bat pattern. That is my number 1 favorite pattern. So majority of my trades I look at is the bat pattern, and I also like head and shoulders sometimes. But honestly guys, just stick to maybe 2 or 3 again of your favorite patterns and get to know them and learn how to use them. Like I said, mine is the bat pattern, and I'll probably make some videos on how I use the bat pattern to trade with Manara and make a profitable trades using that pattern. So that is my number 2. Do not select every single harmonic pattern on there, just select your top 2 or 3. Number 3 on my list is time frame. Now in Manara you can select anything from I think it's from 5 minutes all the way up to a monthly time frame. Now with harmonic patterns, they work better on the longer time frame, so I suggest you use a minimum of a 1 hour time frame all the way up to maybe a weekly time frame on there, because patterns are more likely to play out on a higher time frames than on the lower ones. Now if you're a scalper, you might have to go down to a 5 minute or even a 15 minute, but you will have to go through a lot more of the trade ideas to weed out the bad ones to find the better ones. But if you're using a higher time frame, Manara will send you or alert you to less trade ideas, and it's easier for you to go through them and pick out the best of the bunch that they send you. So yeah, stick with a higher time frame when you're starting out, and when you get more confident using Manara, maybe then you can then go down to the lower time frames. Number 4 on my list is not analyzing the chart. Now you can use Manara to analyze the chart. It is powered by TradingView, but I highly recommend that you get a free TradingView account. If you haven't got a TradingView account, I'll leave a link below this video. You can sign up for completely free to use TradingView. I would highly recommend using TradingView to mark out your charts. You can learn all about trend lines, support and resistance, do some basic analysis, and once you've got a bias of where you think price is going to go or where price has got to reach, you can set alerts there. And what I like to do, I do my analysis on TradingView on Euro USD. I mark out like order blocks or support and resistance, supply and demand, all the same thing. I tend to mark them out. Then I'll go into Manara and I'll check Manara then to see if it's giving me any trade alerts in that area where I'm interested in. I'm thinking, oh, I want to sell from this area. Is Manara telling me that I can trade from that area? And if it does, yes, thank you. Manara is now giving me almost an order confirmation or confluence that I want to take a trade from that area. And all I got to do then is go back on the TradingView and wait for an order entry confirmation from that zone to take the trade either down or up, or whatever Manara is telling me to do. Number 5, and I've left this one to the last because I think this is the biggest mistake that everybody does, is that they take every single trade that Manara sends them. Now if you do that, you will blow your account, you will lose your account. Okay, it's just as simple as that. So you need to learn how to use Manara to your advantage. Okay, Manara does not do everything for you. It's a semi-automated trading AI bot. They find trade ideas for you, not trade signals. There's a difference. It's giving you an idea, and it's up to you to take that idea into the charts, do your analysis, and then if you agree with the analysis and if Manara lines up with your analysis, and then you can merge them both together and use Manara as a confluence, like I said earlier, use that confluence to take that trade. So if you take every single trade idea that Manara sends you, you will lose your account. You will blow your account. Okay, so those are the 5 biggest mistakes that traders make when using Manara. They get frustrated because they can't get it to work. It's because they're making these 5 mistakes. So if you want to get Manara, like I said earlier, go to tradingmarvels.com. You can read a little bit more about Manara there. I've got some blogs on there about Manara. You can read through there, and it's also a link there. You can click and sign up. You can buy any package that includes Manara. And yeah, once you're in there, you can also join my Discord channel. And we also got lots of Telegram channels from different people, all giving really good advice about using Manara. So you'll never be left alone. You'll always have a community around you to encourage you to go forward. So without further ado, I'll see you in the next video.